Hey Pisces, welcome to my channel. Welcome back. Welcome back. And welcome to 2021. It's a new year, you guys, and I would say for myself it's been a little bit challenging, but sometimes when it's challenging in a new year, especially in the month of January, there's still some karma that is needing to be worked out. Lessons we still are carrying into this year from last year. But I feel that eventually it's all going to be worked out if we continue to stay on our path, okay? So Pisces, Sun, Moon, I can't speak. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, wherever Pisces resides in your natal chart or your birth chart, this message is for you, okay? So I'm going to pull some oracle messages for you, 3 oracle messages, and then we're going to get into your tarot. Please bear with me because I do live on a very busy street. I live in a very loud neighborhood, or it can be loud sometimes. So if there's just sounds or people making noises or yelling or children playing outside, you know, it's just the sounds that you hear in a neighborhood on the street. So please bear with me, and I hope that you guys can hear me okay. All right. So for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus for my Pisces for January 2021 for Pisces. January 2021 for Pisces. January 2021. Let's see. Pisces. January 2021. Let's see. We have the Spider. You have the power to create, Pisces. Everything that you come into contact with in your life, everything that you go through, good or bad, it is all a part of your growth. It is all a part of your journey. Okay? So don't feel that certain things that happen don't have something to do with your journey. Don't think that it's just random, right? It is all cohesive. It is all a part of your improvement moving forward in your lifetime, right? We'll read that card in a moment, the Spider. That's earth energy, so there could be those of you who have earth in your chart or you're dealing with an earth sign. It's a need to ground yourselves at this time, Pisces. We are in Capricorn season. That's another earth sign. Okay. It's always good to pay attention to paperwork, always good to ground yourself, pay attention to financial affairs. Okay. Pisces for January 2021 for Pisces. I know it can be difficult being a water, especially being a Pisces. I'm a Pisces moon, so for those of you who, you know, are, and if you have earth in your chart, you know, and you still resonate with being Pisces, you know, it can be kind of difficult to ground yourself and not be driven by emotions or by your empathic, you know, radar kind of a thing. You feel a lot of things for those of you who are empaths, which is why it's very crucial in this time for what my spirit guides are showing me to ground yourselves, okay? To take a breather, go for a walk, or go for a swim, and go spend time in nature, right? For Pisces, January 2021. Oh wow, we have the raccoon, another very earthy animal. And it says inventor. So like I said, you have the power to create. It says decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and can juggle them well. Pisces, you may have a lot going on in your life right now, but remember your power. Remember your creativity. Remember your creative power. Remember that you have the tools to create and manifest whatever it is you set your mind to. It doesn't matter the distractions. Distractions are not necessarily, they're not always brought to us to stop us. Sometimes they're there to test us, to teach us, right? All right, so let's see. One more card for you Pisces from the Oracle decks. And we're going to get into your tarot. Pisces, January 2021. What are their messages, universe, source, and spirit for January 2021? Pisces, January 2021. Let's see here for Pisces. What are your messages, universe, source for Pisces for January 2021? It says, look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Once again, like I said earlier, everything that you go through, everything that you come into contact with on your journey is not random. It's never random. When you step back, when you look at the big picture of your circumstances, you'll recognize that it has something to do with something else in your life, whether it be from your past or for your future, right? So don't look at things as random or, oh, this came out of nowhere. Whether it's happening to someone else in your life that you care about or happening to you directly, it is meant to happen for a bigger reason than what you can comprehend right now. Okay? But we do have the bottom of the deck. It says you and your loved ones are safe, so don't worry. You're going to be okay. Your loved ones are going to be okay. If it's a friend or a significant other, they're going to be okay. If it's your children, they're going to be okay. Very, very important that you understand that, Pisces. And remember, I'm a Pisces moon, so I'm gathering a lot of information from this and learning from this myself, and it's a very beautiful thing, okay? But don't worry. If you're afraid that someone is in danger or that something terrible is going to happen to them, you have nothing to worry about, okay? They're going to be all right. They're going to come out of this okay. Okay, they're going to survive. And you will survive if it's you, okay? All right, so let's see, Pisces, for the month of January 2021. What messages do you have, Spirit? What messages do you have, Archangels, Universe Source for Pisces for the month of January 2021? All Pisces around the world for their January messages of this year, 2021 for Pisces. All right, Pisces. Pisces, January 2021. Let's see here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Stones, and it says creativity. What was I saying earlier about creativity, right? Find creative ways to get through your circumstances. Find creative ways to get things done. Find creative ways to remain focused, to live without distraction, right? We have the Mirror, which represents the Hanged Man. We have the Journey, which represents death. all the words that I've said. So you have creativity, we have journey, right? And then we have the Ace of Arrows, which is the Ace of Swords. The answers that you're looking for, Pisces, in regards to why all of this is happening, either is right in front of you or it will be given to you. It's going to make sense later. Okay? Work together with the universe. Be a co-creator with the universe in this time. Don't feel that the universe is doing this to you. Look at this as the universe is in this with you. Right? Okay. So let's go ahead and read the Spider card, and then we're going to get into clarifying your tarot messages, okay? The Spider, it says, creator of prosperity through life's work, Dharma. The spider is an ingenious creator. Its greatest gift is weaving the thread of Dharma into a vast, intricate web that supports the spider and those around it, both financially and spiritually. It is hard work, but the spider neither tires nor becomes impatient. This card reminds us creativity is everywhere. Be process-oriented rather than results-oriented, and soon your work becomes like the weaving of a magical, priceless tapestry. Abundance follows. When you're in balance with this card, you're appreciative, enthusiastic, and prosperous. When you're out of balance, you're discouraged, tired, and forlorn. To bring into balance, playful creativity. Pisces. It's about the journey. It's about the process. You will enjoy the results when you're done with that process. But once the results come, you will move on to the next journey, right? It's all about the process. The people that we become, the individual that we become after going through a journey, we get to enjoy that for a time, but then we move on to the next journey to improve us and to cultivate us for transformation and better lives, right? Now we have the mirror, which is the Hanged Man here, so there's a lot to learn. You see this person who has died, right? There's a lot to reflect on their lives. There's a lot to reflect on what they've done and why and how, right? There's some light being shown on this death process. Now, this person dying represents cycles ending, relationships ending, egos being put to death, stubbornness being laid to rest. And you look back on that. This mermaid with the heron is looking for clarity. They're waiting for their answers to come to them about why this person or why this cycle has met its end, or how this person came to where they are now, right? It's all about the journey, and sometimes the journey is not always pretty. It's not always fun, right? Creativity. And some of you guys may be artists, and there's a need to transform your artwork or your process, right? The mirror, universe source for Pisces. We have the Seven of Arrows. It says insecurity. So there's something, Pisces, that you don't want to admit, or there is something that you don't want to talk about, or there's a part of you that you don't want to show truthfully because you're afraid of something. Something that you're afraid to face, or maybe you're so afraid of bad things happening that you try so hard to steer away from it in your life that you steer away from the good things. Yep, there's something you got to walk away from. You have the Tower. It's called the Blasted Oak in this tarot deck. There's huge change, sudden change that's hit you, Pisces, or that is soon to hit you. But it's not going to come out of nowhere. It didn't come from nowhere. It came either from your past, or it came because it's time for you to grow. We have the Four of Vessels here. Boredom. The universe is bored of you staying in one place. So it's time for you to move on to the next and walk away. With the Eight of Vessels, it says rebirth. You are being reborn, Pisces. Bad things don't last forever. They do last for a long time if lessons are not learned, but they're not meant to last forever. So if you've convinced yourself, Pisces, that this bad situation or these stressful times, or that any type of stressful time that may come to you in the future is going to last forever, you know, you're putting yourself in a bit of a rut there, right? Now, for those of you who have lost someone, remember, this is for those of you who have already lost someone and they've passed on. They also have to move on and improve themselves, improve their souls, just like we all will have to when we pass on, right? So if there's someone who's passed away, you still have to focus on your path as best you can and motivate yourself to live, okay? To live a fulfilled life as best you can. The universe gives us no excuse, no matter what we lose, okay? All right. Could be also a situation, Pisces, where someone who's been lying to you, could have been a friendship that just wasn't working out. You were bored of it, or you were losing interest in it, or a relationship. Some of you guys may feel already that there's something wrong, and that there's some truth that are being kept from you. Those answers will be given. Just be patient, okay? All right, so let's see what the journey, the Death card, is all about here for Pisces. Pisces, the Death card for Pisces. Yeah. This is not the time to make excuses, Pisces. It's not the time to throw your hands in the air, throw in the towel. We have the King of Arrows here, so this is definitely representing the King of Swords. You're represents clarity, thinking clearly, calculating, putting aside your emotions for a time. In any moment where your emotions are getting the best of you, you need to just ground yourself and reach to the heavens for answers instead of reacting out of emotions. Okay, and then we have the Great Bear, which represents judgment. There is something, this death process, this transformation, this chapter that's coming to a close. It's done. And you either wake up and accept that, or you don't. And we have the Six of Stones, which represents exploitation. So, trying to use anything to your advantage to get away from this cycle is not going to serve you, okay, at all. It's not going to serve you. And then we have the Nine of Arrows at the bottom of the deck. Don't dedicate yourself to something that is all for naught, that is not going to improve you. It's done. This chapter is nearing an end. Okay, Pisces? It's time to create. It's time to push forward. It's time to motivate yourselves. Okay? Especially when it comes to your business, when it comes to making money or your artwork or any type of project, Pisces. It's time to get things done. But for others of you, if this is just a circumstance where you just want things to be better for someone else or someone that you care about, it'll get better. You just have to be patient and just let this karmic cycle play out, okay? So now we have the Ace of Arrows here for Pisces. The Ace of Arrows for Pisces, January 2021. some of you guys are dealing with the Sagittarius, Pisces. There is some reconciliation. So there could be those of you who are wanting to reconcile with someone, because we have temperance here, or balance. But you can't reconcile with this person, Pisces, until you learn this lesson. Until you learn patience, until you learn how to invent and manifest on a much more powerful level. You won't be ready for this person. Now, for others of you, you're going to reconcile with a Sagittarius or with a Scorpio, or you both are going to be able to come together in balance if this is a new person. But when you do meet this person, or you come in contact with this person again, you're going to recognize the big picture as to why you and this person had to let go of one another. Now, this can be a situation that you guys dealt with in the past and you're still holding on to, or still wondering why it happened the way it did. Or this could be something that happened to you in the past that just really, really affected you, and it may be still affecting you now. But I think in this month of January, Pisces, you're going to recognize why it didn't work out with that person, or it didn't work out in that circumstance, right? You have the Eight of Bows, which is Sagittarius again. So some of you guys just have Sagittarius in your chart, or you're dealing with the Sag, right? But there are going to be some things that are going to happen pretty quickly, okay? And you have to be ready for it. Yep, the clarity will be given. You are protected, right? You are protected. We have the Four of Stones. It says protection. If you have children, your children are protected. If you're dealing with a younger sibling, you are protected. And I mean, they are protected. You know, everybody involved is protected. Everything is good. The Nine of Bows represents respect. Okay, so for those of you who are dealing with people who are not really respecting your boundaries or respecting your point of view, protect yourself from them. Okay, protect your spirits and your minds and your hearts from these people. Then we have the Ace of Vessels. So your cup will be filled once all of this has run its course. You don't have anything to worry about, Pisces. This is going to resolve itself. Now, for others of you, some of you guys are, you know exactly, you're very creative, and you know exactly how to deal with hard and difficult situations and struggles in your life and in the lives of your family. You know what to do. You know what to say. You know how to get work done. And eventually things are going to go back to a certain type of normal, but not to the normal that was in the past. So some of you guys are definitely dealing with a sibling or a family member who's a Scorpio or a Sagittarius, or you have these energies in your chart. But there's going to be a big learning. There's going to be a big lesson learned here, Pisces. So continue to persevere through this. Continue to recognize why the universe puts you through certain things, or why the universe allows certain things to happen to people that you care about, because there's something for you to learn from that circumstance. Okay? So, much love and light to all of you, Pisces. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, guys.